Hey, have you ever met someone in their 50s who looked like they were in their 60s or 70s? Or the opposite, someone whose energy and presence made you think they were decades younger? I'm Don Freeman, and people often guess my age way off, usually younger, sometimes a lot younger. And for the purpose of this video, I'll tell you approximately what my age is. At the end, I'll keep you guessing. Here's what I want to know. Do people guess your age younger or older than it is? And why do you think that is? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear. Now, I don't focus on age, but here's the truth. Looking younger is the side effect of living younger. And that's what this video is about. How living younger on the inside ends up showing on the outside. And I thought about doing this video the other day after going to the bank and having an unusual experience where this guy, basically a teller, was looking at my documentation, asking for additional IDs, looking at the IDs, looking at me, looking at my IDs, looking at me. And then he says, I apologize. He says, I in no way believe that you are this age. He says, what are you doing? Wow, congratulations. He couldn't believe it. I went to get my driver's license then a few days later. Same experience. The guy looks at my ID, looks at me, looks at my ID, looks at me, and he says, wow, whatever you're doing, just keep doing that. You don't look your age. And I'm like, it feels good, but it's not what I look like that is what's important. It boils down to how I see life. When I say staying young, I mean having the energy, strength, and mental sharpness to live life to the fullest at any age, waking up excited for the day, having the stamina to do what you love, recovering quickly after a workout, feeling confident in your body and your mind. It's about being active, engaged, and curious, whether you're 40, 60, 80, or beyond. And when you take care of yourself on the inside, it really does show on the outside. People notice your energy, your posture, even the glow in your skin. Cosmetics just cover things up. What comes from inside the body is way better, and it's real. Looking younger ends up being the side effect of living younger. I didn't always think this way. There was a time when I accepted feeling slower, more tired, a little foggier. I was just getting older and due to a lot of stress on the job. So this was a few years ago. Then I realized those changes weren't just about age; they were about my habits, bad habits, or the lack of habits. I was having stomach issues, gaining weight, hip issues, you name it. All those kind of things we kind of think we might get as we get older and just accept. That's when I made a decision to change. I started seeing age as a disease to proactively manage, like any other health issue. I saw age needed proactively managed the way I proactively take care of my car. Let me tell you, I'm very focused on proactively managing my car so it can run at least 200,000 miles. It's such a money saver to do that. And I've been very successful with my cars that way. And I kind of thought to myself, well, can I do that with my body? Maybe. Living younger comes down to four pillars. Pillar one is movement, not just burning calories, but building strength, mobility, and balance so you can do what you love for decades. Dance, have fun. And the movement is non negotiable for stress reduction. When your body moves, your mind relaxes, stress melts, clarity returns. And yes, it shows on the outside. Exercise can even turn back your biological age. Pillar two, nutrition. Fuel your body with whole, nutrition rich foods. But, eat enough protein to maintain your muscle. You can't live younger on a junk foundation. When you nourish your body, you can see it in your skin, your eyes, and your posture. Pillar three, mindset. Stay curious, stay grateful, and protect your mental energy. Manage stress before it manages you, because it will. Your mind drives your body. Keep it young, and the body will follow. Pillar four, consistency. And, this one is the magic multiplier. Small actions done daily build health and vitality you can't fake. That's why the outside changes before the inside is thriving. Most people wait until something breaks before they take action, but rebuilding is much harder than maintaining. If you want to look younger, feel younger, live younger, start now. You know, that now is never too late. Let me tell you a story, an experience I had. About 30 years ago, I was in a meditation experience where I think it was like a training class or something on meditation. And part of the exercise is to look at yourself into your past and walk up to yourself. And I did that. I saw myself as a 6-year-old boy sitting on a corner, and I walk up to myself as that child, and I kind of hug him and I say, everything's going to be fine. All those worries and issues and things that you're worried about right now, and will I ever get ahead? Will I ever find a job? And all these different things in my future. Will I ever get through school? Uh, that's all going to work out. It's all going to be great. And I give myself a big hug as a little kid. Then I go into the future to an older man, it's me, and I look into the future and I see him sitting there on a bench, and I walk up to him and I say, I want you to know that I'm going to be doing everything I can to ensure your life is enjoyable. You have energy, you're well, you have a great retirement. I'm going to focus on that for you, and I love you. And I hug myself as an older man, and um, it felt really good. And, the interesting thing is, I'm now that older man, and I do really appreciate uh, that younger me did that, and I do feel that love. Here's what living younger looks like for me: strength training several times a week, protein and nutrient-rich meals, recovery tools like sauna and red light therapy, and even sound vibration therapy. A nightly reset routine that I have for clarity and rest, and a morning routine that I do daily for a positive day start. None of this is extreme, it's sustainable, and sustainability is what lets you live younger year after year. The outside changes because the inside is thriving. You don't need my exact routine, but you do need to decide that your future self is worth it. You know, Take a moment, have some meditation, and kind of vision yourself in the future. Walk up to that person and tell them all the things you're doing now to make their future enjoyable, energized, happy, and healthy. Start with one habit you can lock in daily. So that can be anything. That Going to the gym, driving there, making some friends, and getting on a treadmill for 20 minutes. That's enough to get started. It isn't how hard you push yourself, it's the habit that's important to get, and I've learned that myself. Just get the habit. Once you have the habit, you'll look forward to it. Make it enjoyable. If it's something you dread, it's not gonna work. If it's something you enjoy, you will continue to do it. Okay. So, I teased a little earlier on this. So, did you guess my age? So, am I 43? 48? Could I be 53? Could it be 63? Could it be 65? Hmm. Could it be 48? Hmm? No? 54? Maybe? Ages doesn't mean anything. So this one time I'm gonna tell you, and I never talk about age. This one time though, I am well over 69 years old. I am well over 69 years old. And then again, I'm gonna step away from that age again and say, it doesn't matter what age I am. I live to be Don Freeman. I am who I am. It doesn't matter what my age is. I've never changed. But let's not focus on age. Let's focus on being ourselves and enjoy life and build from there. And remember, looking younger is the side effect of living younger. It's not as much about what we look like, it's just a side effect. What's most important is what's going on inside. And, that energy, that life energy, keeping that strong. You can start living younger right now. Before you go, would you check out my next video? It's right here for more practice, proven tips to keep your uh, body, mind, practice for more. Did I say practice? It wouldn't be more practice. It would be more, what would it be? It would be more practical. That's the word I want. Practical, proven tips to keep your body and mind strong. And if you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of these future videos on living younger, longer, and stronger. Or could it be stronger, longer, and younger?